So, XCTrack, a navigation and tracking app that's free and runs on Android phones. Let's start it up. It's got a highly configurable layout with multiple widgets that you can position and configure across several screens. So it's very flexible, but that can make it a bit of a faff to set up. In my setup, I've got the main navigation screen with map and airspace information. I've got a thermaling screen with a thermal finder widget. I've got a screen with more airspace info. And at the front, I've got my pre-flight checks and notes. It's probably best to start with their default layouts, but if anyone wants to try mine, just PM me and I can send a config file. Can also be used as a Vario with beeps, but I use an XCTracer Max as my Vario and to display the main altitude data, and then XCTrack for navigation. You can link them by Bluetooth to share GPS and barometric data, but I like to keep them separate so I have a backup if either one fails for any reason. To scroll around the map, drag up and then you can drag around. The map can also show rain radar and popular thermaling spots. You can use it for simple navigation or navigation by waypoints. Or if you put it into competition mode, you can load competition tasks by file or QR code, or you can even create your own. There's an example of a competition task over the Long Mind. Another benefit of XCTrack is that you can enable live tracking to the XContest website. You need an account on XContest, then you enter your account details under Preferences, Pilot, and there's username and password, and then under Live Tracking, enable live tracking. This will then also be picked up by the PureTrack.io website, which is being adopted by the BCC for tracking this year. More on this later. XCTrack automatically records a track log for each flight. A couple of important settings for that. Swipe down, Preferences, then Automatic Actions. There you can see I've got a takeoff speed 5 miles an hour, landing detection automatic. So it will automatically start a track log when I launch and close it when I land. To get to the track logs, swipe down, track logs, see a list of my flights, select the one you want, then use the share button. In this case I'm going to put it onto OneDrive, select the location, put it there. And that's now on my computer, so I can upload it to XCLeague. To log your flight onto XCLeague, go to the website, sign in, and the menu, enter flight, check the details, next, then you choose the IGC file that you've just saved from XCTrack, next. Further information to check, just leave it as standard. Next. For BCC, you'll want it to be a turn point flight. Next. Further information. This flight was from Llangollen. Next. It will then give you some information about that flight. In this case, I can't log the flight because it's below the minimum distance. But you would press next, that would then log the flight onto XCLeague. For further information on then how to log the flight into a BCC round, have a look at the video on the BCC website, how to log a flight. That video gives you more information on how you take a link from XCLeague that you then register on the BCC website to log that flight.